Now, as I said in the beginning of this section, it may be the case that you watch me run a campaign for multiple products because perhaps the first one just doesn't work. So what I have actually done, and I started this a couple of days ago, it is now Thursday, 13th of July. So I've been running the first campaign for about a week. And what I did was I also set up this campaign just in case the first one ran at a loss. And as you can see, it's been running for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about a week. I set this one up at the same time just in case the first one didn't work out. Because, originally what I was going to do was focus on the one campaign. And if it ran at a loss, if it was unprofitable, then I was going to start a second campaign. But then I thought, wait, what if the second one's unprofitable? I'll have to do a third. And, it could go on and on and on. And you guys could be waiting months for this case study section to be complete. So what I did was start 2 at a time. And if they're both unprofitable, start another 2. If one is profitable, then brilliant. I have some substance to show you in this section. And what has happened is actually this second campaign that I started running is running a lot better than the first campaign, which I wanted to be the main campaign in this section. So, as you can see, we've spent £303 for a total of 608. And this particular ad set has an ROAS of 15, which is crazy. And as you can see right now, my cost per purchase for this campaign is £50. But that is only because I run so many ad sets at a loss where they haven't had a purchase. And what I did was, let's have a look here. So, my original ad sets I had running to all countries, just like in the first campaign, between iPhone and desktop. And I also had this 35 to 54 age range, which I said which I've shown you I've left out of the first campaign. I thought I'd try it in the second campaign. Here you go. So let that run. These ones that say all is where it's all countries. These are the first ad sets I run. And I didn't get very good results. I'll be honest. Didn't get good results. And I decided to basically not pack it in because, I'd only spent a bit of money and I'd only tested very, very minor things. So what I did was I launched new ad sets, and this time I stuck to closer to my original plan where I would launch these ad sets. I'd split out the ages, the iPhone and the desktop, and the countries. So what I ended up with was an 18 to 24, a 25 to 34. Let me find it. Okay, so I don't have it. An 18 to 24. I should have a 25 to 34 and a 35 to 54 for each country. 18 to 24 for UK. 35 to 54 for UK. In fact, you know what I've done? I haven't yet made my 25 to 34 ad sets for specific countries. I've only done the 18 to 24s and the 35 to 54s. Whether that was oversight on my part and complacency on my part, I honestly do not know. But hey, it happens. That is why it's important to keep a notepad next to you and keep track of what you're doing. So what I'm going to do today actually is probably scale these out to, scale this one out definitely to 25 to 34 age groups across the US, the UK, and Australia. They're the only 3 countries I'm working with in this campaign so far. And as you can see, the US has been quite a winner here. But yeah, this is the campaign so far. As you can see, the desktop ad sets haven't run, just like in the first campaign. I'm going to kill them. And in fact, I'm not even going to duplicate them to higher budgets to try and kickstart them. I'm just going to leave them. I'm going to focus on iPhone. I'm going to look at the breakdowns with these two ad sets, and we'll go from there. But right now, we're running at a very good profit. £300 spent for 600 made, and that is even taking into account all of these ad sets that we used for testing that we lost a lot of money on. And actually, if we look at these ad sets that we're going to carry on running, 50, 63, about £65 spent for £500 made, which is really, really good. And that doesn't even take into account the sales that are going to be coming through the dynamic product catalog ad in my other campaigns. I'm not going to show you that, but it doesn't even take that into account. So really happy with the results so far. And we'll keep an eye on this second campaign, and we'll see what happens.